am going to turn my camera off and put my avatar up so that you don't have to watch me holding this phone right next to my eyes to be able to read it. But what I wanted to talk about today, I bookmarked, several tweets that had news stories in them. But we're not going to get to all those today because there's two particular ones I want to talk about that this ex-Muslim had tweeted out about, and I want to get Faye and Zara's thoughts on these. But there's a couple threads that this person put out. They are at Punic Agra Tanum. I'm not sure if I'm reading that right. But they put out a tweet. The first one here is about people that have been killed in Iran. The first person this, I wish I had an easier name to say for this person, Punic Gratanum, or if I'm saying that right. But this thread, people that have been killed in Iran. The first person she mentions, and I'm not really familiar with a lot of these, so that's why I hope Zara and Faye will give their thoughts on this. This person, Nikita S. Fandiari, age 14, was shot in the head during the protest in November 2019. Her family was not charged for the bullet like all the other families because Nikita was a minor. Do either of you know more about this?
So there was, I wasn't well informed about this at all until it was sort of brought to my attention a few days ago, actually. Last year in November, there was a massive uprising in Iran, and I don't know why none of us had heard of it because so many people had been killed, up to about 1,500 people in this uprising. And this girl was just one of several people who had been shot during this. And usually the sort of people who are under Khamenei's regime, they will charge you for the bullet, and sometimes they won't even return the bodies of your loved ones. They will, insist that if you have a funeral, you can't have a massive gathering. Not everybody can see. They'll tell you where to bury the bodies. It's quite disgraceful, and I mean, there's not much for me to talk about it. I don't know enough about it that I can address it fully. But I did do a video just reading out all of the people who've been killed under this regime for a number of different reasons, be that being ethnic minorities, for blaspheming, for taking their headscarves off, all kinds of stuff. So that's as much as I can really say about it. But this user had posted an entire thread, and she also has a lot of information about different people who had been killed in the Iranian regime.
It's really surprising and shocking, actually, that I was just reading through. Apparently, like Faye said, that if you're killed during that time, you have to pay for the bullet. And her fee was waived because she was a minor.
Yeah.
And apparently they were meant to be grateful about it.
Could you clarify for me or for anybody that's listening, like what does that mean when you guys say pay for the bullet?
So no, you have to pay money, the cost of the bullet. You have to. So if you were shot, your family has to pay how much it costs for the bullet. So if it was like £50, you pay £50 to the government for the person who's killed or injured by that bullet.